So we're going to look at constructing triangles. In the first instance, we have got three sides given, and the first side, AB, has been drawn for us. We are told that B to C is 5, so we, with a ruler and a compass, set the compass to 5 centimetres, and then on B, because it says B to C, we will then draw an arc large enough so that we don't have to go back and redraw it. The next part we know is that AC is 9, so compass back onto the ruler and open it up to 9. And I repeat what I did with the first, but this time starting from A. So on A, put our compass point and draw an arc, and you'll notice that the two arcs cross. Where the two arcs cross, that must be point C. And if we join down to A, holding the ruler steady, and we join down to B, we have constructed the triangle. We're told to measure the size of the angle BAC. Now that means we've got to measure A, so we've got to measure that angle there. So the protractor placed onto the triangle, label it up, the crisscross at A, and the line going across AB. And then we can see that it is 10, 20, 30, 31 degrees. First question done. Second one. So here again another construction, but this time instead of using the compass, we're using the protractor, because we've been told that the line LM is 7, that's already drawn. We have got that angle L, M to L to N, so angle L is 60. So we take the protractor, we place it on L, line up the 0 line, and we count up to 60. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, as you can see. Take it away, and then with a ruler draw a line through that. We don't know how long that line is yet, so just make sure it's a decent size. But then we know that the other angle, angle M, because L to M to N, is 43. So we put the protractor on M, again lining up the 0 with the line LM. And this time I'm starting over here at nothing, and 10, 20, 30, 40, and 43 is there. Set the protractor away. And this time the line doesn't need to be drawn any further than the first line drawn. So I can line up and draw to that line, because where it touches that line, that must be M. Now the additional question in this one is to write down the length of M to N. So it requires us just with the ruler to measure, and as you can see that is roughly 6.2 centimetres. Question done. So this third and final example uses the last two examples, in that, as with the previous two, the first line is drawn, P to Q is already drawn. We need to draw an angle at Q, which is at 35, because P to Q to R is 35. So we would put our protractor on Q, so down there, line it up with a 0, and so we're starting at 0, and we've got 10, 20, 30, 35, and we would then with our ruler join that up to Q and extend that line, because we don't know how big that line is going to be, which is what I said on the previous example. Next thing, we are told that P to R is 6.3. So just like the first example, we would get our compass and we would open it up to 6.3. We would put the compass point on P and we would draw an arc, and in this situation we can see that the arc crosses there. If we join up from where the arc crosses that line, then that point there would be R. However, you'll notice that that arc, if I carried on, would join up here. So there is actually two options for that particular construction, that particular triangle. Hence, it's called an ambiguous case. In most situations, there's only one triangle that can be drawn for the information given. However, there are two options. So in this case, it asks you to work out the angle P. And for the one that I have drawn of the two options I could have had, I have got an angle of, if I line up the protractor, you can see it's over 90, and it looks like it's 95 degrees.